The third reason why I do not believe in evolution is that information that's fabricated by extrapolations from other misinformation only leads to more levels of misinformation. If the dating methods that we discussed in reason number 1 are flawed, then everything based upon those dating methods is also most probably inaccurate. A massive number of hypotheses exist regarding what might have happened millions upon millions of years ago. These ideas are readily and quickly accepted by evolutionists because they fit the evolution model. It is also quickly accepted because it's easier to accept a new hypothesis than it is to collect information to refute it. Millions of years ago, as we discussed earlier, is both the explanation and also the excuse for everything within the evolution model. As an explanation, the millions of years ago phraseology says that anything is possible in the scope of a millions of years. I said another way is that anything is possible if given enough time. And as an excuse, the evolutionists just cannot provide and perform the experimentation that should be performed to prove evolution because it would take too long. You cannot perform experiments that will take millions of years to complete. So the millions of years ago concept is both an explanation and an excuse for everything. Notice I'm saying an excuse. It's not the reason, because I believe that that evolution is a false scientific theory, but it is an excuse for everything. Now let's discuss a liquid and a solid science. These are my definitions, and I don't know how well accepted they're going to be, but at any rate, in my opinion, a solid science complies with the scientific method, and it is not frequently reshaped. On the other hand, a liquid science does not comply with the scientific method, and it is reshaped frequently or reconfigured frequently to comply with new facts that are found. Some example of the liquidity, some examples of the facts that have caused the evolutionist to rethink or reshape his model is the fact that man evolved from ape. That used to be a real popular idea and a convincing piece of evidence that evolution is a true model. However, many evolutionists have had to rethink that due to information that has come on the scene in the past few decades. So the second piece of evidence that I'd give to the fact that evolution is a liquid science is the origin of life. Scientists still today, as knowledgeable as they pretend to be, and I do believe that science is wiser than they've ever been in the past, but as knowledgeable as they pretend to be, they still cannot create something living from something non-living. So for this reason, some evolutionists want to start the evolution model sometime after the initial existence of life. So that's not the way that Darwin described it in his books on evolution, but they do wish to change the model, some of them, because they can't create life. And to me, that is a huge, as a matter of fact, it's going to be like my number one reason for not accepting the evolution model. We'll discuss that in more detail later on. But science cannot take that which is non-living and create life from it, no matter how much chemistry, no matter how much biology, no matter how much science they apply to it. They just simply cannot do it. So another example of the liquidity or the need to reconfigure the model of evolution is mitochondrial Eve. We'll discuss that in more detail later on. And also Y chromosomal Adam. We'll discuss those two subjects later on in more detail.